Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video I will explain about the syllabus and the contents topics that you will learn in STPM Biology Semester 3. Okay, so in the previous video, I already explained about the STPM Biology Sem 1, Sem 2 and also the introduction part lah. So this video is very suitable for only the STPM candidates that just finished the Sem 2 examination and want to know what you will learn in STPM Biology Semester 3, or the candidate that just graduated from the SPN and wish to take STPM Biology. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. So first of all, I need to introduce myself first. Maybe some of you already know about me through the previous video, but some of you maybe are new to me, so never mind. So I am Hello Buddy with the full name Chen. So I am the current 4th year UTM degree student studying industrial biology lah. So I am the senior 2020 taking STPM on 2020 lah. So my CGPA at that time is only 3.25, which now I am not qualified as the smart people that took the result of 4.4 flat. So I'm just a helpful senior that help you guys in STPM lah, about especially in biology subjects. Okay, so for those who just graduated for SPM, maybe you are new to you. According to the NPM and also KPM, starting STPM 2026, which the candidate enter the Form 6 on June 2025, June or July 2025. You will use the new syllabus. Not only biology, all the subject in STPM will change. They will use the new syllabus. So in this video, I will only explain about the new syllabus, latest syllabus by NPM about the STPM Biology Semester 3 only. So for those who want to listen about the Sem 1 or Sem 2 or even introduction part, you can refer to my video as well on my channel or in the description part lah. I already put the link at there. So this is just a recap about STPM Biology. Have 18 chapters. So for this video, I will explain about Semester 3 lah, with the theme Biodiversity, Ecology and Genetics. So compared to Sem 1, Sem 2, Sem 3 have the two main themes, ecology theme and also genetic themes. Okay, so this is just a recap. So in semester 3, is look like only 4 chapters. Compared to Sem 1 and Sem 3, there are 7 chapters. But Sem 3 only 4 chapters. But you don't need to happy because each chapter is very long. Compared to Sem 1 and Sem 2, the chapter is not long, but the moderate lah. But Sem 3, each chapter is very long. Each chapter containing at least 5 to 6 subtopics. You will see Sem 1, Sem 2 normally only have 2 to 3 topics only, right? But Sem 3 at least have 5 to 6 subtopics. Okay, let us go to chapter 15, which is the first chapter of semester 3. This is the Taxonomy and Biodiversity under the ecology theme, biodiversity theme. Okay, so what you need to learn is that in this chapter you need to know the diversity of the organism in the world. But mainly in Malaysia lah. But actually it's in the world. So taxonomy, you need to know what is taxonomy. So in general, I just tell you guys, taxonomy is to naming the species. How do you name the species? Because in our world, the world have many different species like human. Human is one type of species. Dog is also one type of species, and even in dog there are many subspecies, right? Different dog species, or cat, butterflies, and then insects, butterfly, flies, cockroach, ants. Even ants also have many type of species. So there are many species in the world. So in scientific approach, we need to name it. Every species got their name. Like human, our scientific name is not human. Our scientific name is called Homo sapien. Meaning that if you want to do a scientific research in human, you cannot say human. You need to say Homo sapien, not human. Not say human one. So compared similarly in our others. So not only the organism. So if you want to scientists want to classify the organism, they need to name the species first. So which they have the taxonomy of hierarchy. So this is the nowadays the scientists use to classify the organism based on the current characteristic that the organism have. Like human, our human is classified as animal, right? And plant, and even we have microorganism, fungi, all that is classified. So in the world nowadays, they have 5 kingdom system. 5 kingdom system, which are these 5. So in our syllabus, we only learn 4. But how about 5? The 5th one is prokaryote. Why you not learn? Because you already learn in semester 1. Semester 1, chapter 2, right? You learn about prokaryotes. So prokaryotes is one type of kingdom. Normally it is mainly for microorganism, especially bacteria. Mostly it's about bacteria. Bacteria is under the kingdom prokaryote. Okay, so prokaryote. So it is a prokaryote organism lah. Especially like bacteria lah. So how about eukaryote? So besides the prokaryote, all the organisms are eukaryote, like animal, plant, all of them are eukaryote. All of us are eukaryote. So in the world, there are another 4 major types of the species be classified according to Protista, fungi, plantae, and also animalia. Look like very weird. You see the name is very weird. Protista in general terms is we call as protists. So what is example of the organism in protista? Algae, microalgae, protozoa, paramecium, all this is under protista. The general term is we call as protists. And fungi, everyone know lah. Mushroom, yeast, all that is under fungi, right? Plantae and animalia. Plantae is plant, and animalia is animals. So this is the 4 kingdom that you need to know. So before I proceed here, you need to know in the taxonomy hierarchy is the classification of the organism based on these 5 kingdom characteristics. So under this kingdom, and then they will separate it. In kingdom, they have the common characteristic. So like animal, the common characteristic is what? They do not have plasma and cell wall, and they do not have chlorophyll, and they can walk. Right? Animal can walk. You can walk anywhere, and walk anywhere like that. And they are multicellular. Protista, although it is eukaryote, but mostly Protista is unicellular. They are unicellular. Like paramecium, but there are some case Protista are also the multicellular, but most of them is unicellular. Like paramecium unicellular, ammoeba unicellular, algae also unicellular. But fungi, plantae, and animalia are multicellular. Most are multicellular. So how to differentiate these 3? So especially fungi and plantae, both of them containing cell wall. But the difference is fungi does not containing chlorophyll, and the cell wall component is different. So they classify, scientists nowadays classify 5 organisms, main 5 organisms in the world, like this. Okay, after this is the kingdom. After kingdom, we have phylum. Phylum. PHYLM. This what you see see the name like this. Phylum. So phylum is you can say that it is like a leader. You can like that lah. Kingdom is the president. Like the leader of this country, leader of the group. And then under the leader, they have many managers. Like CEO there are CEO, Protista, fungi, plantae, animalia. And then under this company, there are many managers or many directors. The director we call as phylum. So this is the phylum. So after under phylum, we will have class. Okay. We will have class. So this class you can imagine like the like the leader or manager. Okay. So you need to differentiate them very well. So in the syllabus, this is the syllabus that you need to learn about the diversity of organism, 4 kingdom. So including Protista. So the phylum that you need to learn there are 2 phylums you need to learn. Chlorophyta and also Coleophora. Okay, so the red color one I mark is the new organism that you need to learn in this new syllabus. The previous one we not learn this. Previous one we only learn about the black color, black colored one. But now MPM add up more. That's why there you see on semester 3 only 4 chapters, but MPM already add some topic. So this chapter now already become those topic become very huge topic, because you can see Protista at my time I only learned about phylum Chlorophyta, but now MPM add up another phylum we call as Coleophora. Okay, so there are 2 phylums in it. Okay, so in taxonomy hierarchy we have kingdom, below kingdom is phylum, below phylum is class, and then after that we will go to order, we will go to family, genus, and species. Species is the final organism like human. Homo sapiens is a final. And we are under the kingdom Animalia. We are animal. We are under the kingdom Animalia. Okay, so this is a phylum name, Protista phylum. So we only for Protista we learn up to phylum only, up to phylum. That's all. For the order, for the class, family, we don't need to learn. But in each of the case, you need to know about the example of the species. Which species belonging to Chlorophyta, which species belonging to Coleophora. So what you need to learn is, first thing, example of the species, first. Second, structure. What are the common structure that have? The common structure of this Chlorophyta have. What are the common structure of Coleophora have? Not only that, kingdom also you need to learn. What are the structure of the kingdom Protista have? Meaning that, what are the structure of the Protista have? Chlorophyta, Coleophora also have. Plant. What are the common structure? Cell wall. All of them, all these organisms containing cell wall. Chlorophyll. All of the organisms containing chlorophyll. So like that. Okay. So for fungi, fungi is very good. Only phylum Zygomycota. Same. No change at all. Similar as the previous one. Phylum Zygomycota. But plantae. These are things. Plantae, you can see family, but these are new things to do. At my time, I only learned about phylum, kingdom Plantae, and then we will learn about 4 main phylums in the plant. There are only 4 main phylums: Biophyta, Filichinophyta, Coniferophyta, and also Angiospermophyta. Okay, very few. What? I never heard it before. Of course, never heard it, because this is the scientific taxonomy name. If you want to do a research about the ecology, biodiversity, taxonomy, you need to know this all name. So I know this is very boring. Yeah, essentially I know it's very boring. Or if you want to like it, I think this chapter, taxonomy and biodiversity, you also learn in SPM. Right, you also learn in SPM. But most of you guys, 90% I confirm in SPM level you not learn. You not focus it at all. Right, I know it, because at that time I also like that. Even my SPM I also like that. Even in STPM I also not very like this kind of chapter. But whatever, because the syllabus is already changed and the exam format already changed, as I mentioned in the introduction part. So semester 3, this semester I can say that very difficult. Later I will make a conclusion. Okay. So this chapter, Plantae, you not only learn about these 4 phylums. So what are they? So this is the plants that based on their major characteristics. So Angiospermophyta is very easy. Angiosperm, you know that. What is Angiosperm? Angiosperm is flowering plant. Any flowering plant is considered as here. And Coniferophyta, what is that? Non-flowering plant. All the non-flowering plant considered as here. So how about these 2? Biophyta and Filichinophyta. Biophyta is the smallest, simplest structure of the plant. Any simple structure. You can see for example, like not fern. How can I say? The green color. If you go to longkang, you can see there are many green color good color, right? If you go to longkang yang tak cuci punya, pergi longkang tengok dia ada dinding dia ada banyak hijau-hijau semua tu kan. Itulah one of the example of the biofactor. Itu. I already forget the species name, but one of the example. And Phenecinophyta, one of the example is fern. So Phenecinophyta and Coniferophyta, the difference is Coniferophyta is more bigger. It is a non-flower woody plant like Christmas tree. Christmas tree, you know, right? Christmas tree is very big and it is non-flower, no flower one. Phenecinophyta is more non-woody. It's like the fern, F-E-R-N, fern. Okay, so this is 4 major phylum that we need to learn, and then after that, in new syllabus, they add up family. Yeah. So they, because I already mentioned, after phylum is order. After order is class. So order and class for plant you don't need to learn. You don't need to learn it. So you need to learn about family. Okay. So you need to know this all family, and then also classified according to this. Because I already mentioned after phylum is class. So after phylum is class, order, then family. So family actually is one of the belonging to the phylum. So you need to know Gramina is under which? Which one? Biofacta ke? Phenicino? Fabrica is Phenicino, Conifero, and Giannisco. So there you can see the MPM directly add up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 family plants. Very much. I don't know why MPM like that. I know it's very difficult because at that time, just black color one I already memorized. Gila lah, already want to go to jail already. But now they add up 10 families more. So good luck to you guys. I cannot say anything. This one is the MPM one. The set up by MPM, so I cannot say anything. So firstly, you need to know each family belonging to which phylums. They should be belonging to one of the phylum. That you also need to know their structure. What are their different structure, different depth between them? They should have different structure. And another one, example of the species. So meaning that you need to know at least one. At least one. I know it's very easy to memorize it, but at least one. Each of the family may member at least one. Gramina is at least one species. This is at least one. So there are 10 families. Okay. So that's all about the plants. Then Animalia. Okay. Animalia is animal. So you can see in our syllabus at my time, I only learned about phylum. Okay, phylum. So in animal is more complicated, the most complicated part, because there are many animals in the world, right? So they classified phylum classification will have many compared to these three. So there are Polyphera, phylum Polyphera, phylum Nidera, phylum Pectomintus, and phylum Nectomoda, Annelida, Mollusca, Arthropoda, and Chordata. Wow, very much. Okay, so what are their differences? So for Nidera is the most simplest animal in the world. Most simple. So for example, like the SpongeBob. You know that SpongeBob. This is the one of the simplest animal SpongeBob. So this is one of the simplest animal in the sea. Sorry, he is one of the simplest animal in the sea. And then another one, Nidera. Nidera also the another animal in the sea. It is like jellyfish. Jellyfish is considered as Nidera. Jellyfish. And then Nematoda. Okay, phylum Nematoda and Annelida is new one. So what are they? Nematoda is the organism parasite. It is a parasitic organism. That can kill us. So normally this organism is come from the animal lah. Normally it's come from the animal that parasite on the animal, within the animal body. So especially for those who like to eat sashimi, salmon fish or the animal that not good, not good like snail, not good snail or not good frog, not good sotong, squid, especially in the Japanese restaurant sashimi do. If the foods are not processed very well, they may have the parasitic worm at there. So this kind of parasitic worm is belonging to this Netamoda. And another one is the Annelida. Okay, this one is also worm, but this one is like the centipede. It's centipede. Worm. It is one type of the worm. Worm that you see at the grass field, all that under the tree, the brown color one. Maybe you can Google about that worm, WORM. Okay, and then mollusca. Okay, mollusca is one of the example is the organism that have the shell, hard shell. It's the organism that have the hard shell like snail. Snail is one of the example under the mollusca. And then arthropoda. Okay, arthropoda is insects. Phylum Arthropoda, one of the example is insect. Insect, prawn, udang, and crab, spider, and then centipede, millipede, all that are considered as arthropoda. And final one, chordata. Chordata is like us. Human is considered as chordata. Mammalian organism, mammalian. And then we have an amphibian, reptile, and then the birds, all the this organism is considered as chordata. So you can see in the world have many type of animals, right? So in the old syllabus like us, we only learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 phylum only. But now you need to add up another 2 phylum, which is Nematoda and also Annelida. Okay. But another one, new thing is you need to learn about insect order. So insect is under phylum Arthropoda, right? So insect order, you need to learn all. Lepidoptera, Odonata, Coleoptera, Homoptera, Diptera, Hymenoptera, Hemiptera, and also Orthoptera. I thought it's very weird. The name you never heard it before. So if you are interested, what are they? You can Google it. You just Google it, they will come out the example of the insect. So similar to what I said before, you need to know about the structure, what is their structure and their differences, and also the example of the species. So insect, I already mentioned, is an arthropoda. So they have the structure of the arthropoda, common structure of arthropoda, and then these different insects have the different structure. Some insects have wings, right? Some insects have wings. Some insects have 6 legs. Not 6 legs. So, all the insects have 6 legs. Sorry, all the insects have 6 legs. But some of the insects they have the wing, can fly. But some of the insects also have wing, and some of the insect is very small, like that. All that you need to know it. So yeah, that's all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so there are 8 orders, and then there are 8 phylums of animals. So the MPM and overall this topic, I know is very boring topic. I can say it's very boring because most of us not really interesting to this kind of topic, because this is what I say is the National Geography. You can like watch the National Geography video, talk about the real nature in the world. This is in the world, the world organism in the world. So very boring, I know, but anyway, if you want to score A, you should know well about this. So repeat again what you need to learn about this: common structure, example of the species, and their differences. Just 3. I know it's only 3, but there are many cabang. So yeah. So very challenging. I know very challenging. Even me, if I see this, I also want to pensan. Okay, next. This is just a taxonomy. Now we go to biodiversity. Okay. So taxonomy and biodiversity are different. Taxonomy is just want to know the species in the world, found in the world, organism found in the world. Biodiversity will including not only species but also the environment, the level of the environment. So important, why biodiversity is very important. You need to know 3 levels of biodiversity and factor that can treat the biodiversity. So importance, 3 level biodiversity and factor that can mengancamkan biodiversity negara. Factor that can dangerous the biodiversity lah. So normally this factor you can divide into human made and also biological factor lah. Okay. The final one is biodiversity conservation. So we know that there are the factors to treat the biodiversity, so we need to protect them, conserve them. So there are the two main ways, in situ and ex situ conservation. This is a old one, and then the new syllabus including you need to know the conservation in oil palm industry. This is the application because Malaysia is oil palm export country, one of the biggest oil palm export country in the world. Compared to Indonesia, one of the biggest country. So oil palm industry actually is good. Of course, it's good. It's good to the economy that make Malaysia increase the income to Malaysia, improve the economy status in Malaysia. But there are also it also treat the biodiversity because you need to have using the land as the oil palm, and then after that you need to deforest them, and then you can affect the biodiversity lah. So actually you need to conserve them. So how to conserve them is that new topic to you lah. In one of the application lah. Okay, so that's all for this chapter. So this chapter actually in previously is actually short, not too long, but due to NPM add up many things in the diversity of organisms, so this chapter also become very long, and also become more difficult. Because in this chapter normally, at my time, I am not very focused one. Not very focused because it's very boring. very boring. But don't do like me. Because of me like that, I cannot get A. Yeah. So don't become me. If you want to get A, you should score well. If you want okay. But if you not like me, don't focus. Don't get A lah. At that time, my semester, if not mistaken, I get only B. Not get A. So not like me. You want to get A? No. Jangan jadi saya lah. Okay. Next chapter, ecology. Okay, this is also very long chapter. I think got 7 or 8 topics. Okay, the first one is the level of ecological organization. So the first chapter actually is under that biodiversity and theme. So this one is about ecology lah. So this one is not only learn about the you not learn about the species, but you learn about the interaction between the organism and also the environment. The first chapter normally is about the organism only, the species only. You just want to know in the world got how many species in the world and what are the biodiversity in the world. But this chapter you will learn about interaction between the organism and the environment in the world. Okay. So first one is level of ecological organization lah. So this is the basic lah. I think this one also learned in SPM already lah. In abiotic factor, all that, biotic factor, abiotic factor, right, you learn that, and then the level in cell, tissue, and then after organ, system, human, and then after that, up again. So this is a very simple one. That one, the second one is biogeochemical cycle. So this one is not, maybe you are very word, what is biogeochemical cycle? So nitrogen cycle is very because you already learned in SPM, by the nitrogen cycle. So actually in the real world, actually there are many cycles, but in STPM we only select 3 cycles: carbon, phosphorus, and nitrogen. And in old syllabus there are sulfur cycle, but in new syllabus they already cut out sulfur. In old syllabus there are no nitrogen, but nitrogen is replaced by sulfur. But in new syllabus they cut out sulfur, and they change to nitrogen. But nitrogen you already learned in SPM lah, right? So similar lah, what you learn in SPM. So there are just new things to you: carbon and phosphorus cycle. So this one you need to learn about this molecule, carbon, phosphorus, how they do a cycle. Like carbon dioxide. How the carbon dioxide do a cycle. Carbon dioxide, glucose, methane, all that, how they cycle it. How to reduce the emission of the greenhouse gases, all that. what are the activity, natural human activity, and also natural phenomena that occur in the world contribute to this kind of cycle. We need to know that. Okay. After that is energy flow. Energy flow. So this one actually in SPM you learn about the food chain feedback, right? You learn about food chain feedback. Of course, at the end you also need to learn. But in STPM, we will learn more about the thermodynamic law. You need to how to calculate the energy flow. What are the energy flow? Energy flow that will be flow ecological pyramid that you already learned about primary producer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, quaternary consumer, all that you learn in the food chain feedback. And also there are the one calculation about the energy, all that lah. Also application of this, you need to learn about energy flow in tropical forest and lake. This one you need to learn. No, what is the example how the energy is flow in the tropical forest. Tropical forest, we need to relate to it. And then the fourth one is quantitative ecology. So this one is calculation question or topic, sampling and line transfer method. So this one, sampling method, is what you learn in sound density, right? You got learn in SPM. I think you got learn the calculation one. Density, frequency, relative density, relative frequency, right? And then percentage coverage, all that. You learn in SPM. I think you got memorized it because it's very easy, right? So all that similarity. So you need to learn about that. And all the formula you need to memorize it. Examination will not be given. You need to memorize, and there must have one question in objective or in structure. If in structure you are very lucky, so 7 or 8 marks you already in your hand. But in objective, 1 mark must have one question at least. And there are another one, pattern of distribution. This one is theory. This one is to want to see that different type of organisms have different distribution. Some organisms you see is at lonely, they stay lonely. Some organisms is stay in the group, but some organisms is random. They're randomly one. They are no group, they are not considered lonely, they are not considered group, but they are random at the one places. So there are 3 types. Either it is lonely, or it is in the group, or it is random distributed. So this is a distribution. Okay, next one is the last topic is population ecology. Okay, this topic is about want to learn about in the ecology population. So in population, the definition of population you already learned about in the first topic at level of ecological. Because species is the lowest, and then after species you will have the population. After population, you will have ecosystem, domesticated ecosystem. After ecosystem, you have the sphere and biosphere up to there. I already forget it. Okay. So population is the organism within the same species that survive at the one space. The general definition is like that. So you need to learn about the carrying capacity. What is carrying capacity? Carrying capacity. So generally is the ability of the resources at that place to maximize the population. We know that at one place, if you fix in the one place, like at the school, in the school, you only can survive at that school area. So they have the limited. You should have limited. If you want to go, you imagine if everyone stay in the school area, meaning that they have the limited resources. If only 5 people, okay. If they are your school teacher maybe got 2,000 people, so stay at there, live at there, it's still okay. The 2,000 people is still okay. With about 20,000, if suddenly up to 20,000, are you logic? Everyone can stay at there very smoothly, sure or not? Cannot, right? So this is what we say as carrying capacity. So they will have a limit. So what caused this limit? They will have the limit one. There are no such thing that the organism will increase until up one. They should have the limit to limit the population. Like human itself, although you say that human is God, is gone. There are no such thing say that we can decrease the human population. No, you see the one of the human, what are the factors limit the human population size? The Gamma, we say as like tsunami, earthquake, volcano eruption, flood, or disease. This disease can increase the population size of the human. Similarly to animal and also the plants. Every organism, they will have a factor to limit it. There are no such things say that the organism will increase up. Tak ada ancaman. Boleh increase, boleh tambah je bilangan dia, tambah je sampai maksimum, sampai tak ada itu maksimum lah. Tak mungkin. Even manusia pun tak ada. Manusia macam pun juga boleh mati kan. Boleh lah. Faktor lah. Also, exponential curve and also logistic curve about the population growth curve, and also the survivorship, type of the survivorship. Different organisms have different type of survival. Like human have one type of survivorship, and turtle have one type of survivorship, and squirrel have another type of survivorship. So survivorship, there are three main types of survivorship that you need to learn, and also K and R strategies. So K and R strategy is that the ecology, population ecology, to differentiate between their survive behavior. Okay, so you can see that this chapter almost are new to you, except these you learn in SPM, except these you learn in SPM, or these, but this one 16.5 almost new to you, and also this one almost new to you. So it's quite difficult. I know you first time you see this kind of terms, you cannot imagine it. I try myself to explain you more simple so that you can fit it, understand it more easily when you enter this chapter. With this chapter, so this chapter is also quite long chapter, especially this topic. And this topic, population ecology, is the most topic that come out in past year. The past year question normally come out this kind. Already come out many times already. Okay, so that's all for this chapter. Okay, next we go to genetics. So this is the genetic chapter, chapter 17, inheritance and genetic control. This is the longest chapter in this semester. Longest. I think got 7 topics. This one only 5, and then this one only 4. You see only 4, but this second one I think can be including. Like you can separate become 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then 6, 7. And then this one chapter have the 5 topics, and this one I think got 7 or 8. 9 topics. 9 topics. Okay. So, and inheritance and genetic control. So actually this is 2 different topics lah. It under the genetic theme, inheritance. So inheritance, I think you already learned in SPM, right? But in SPM, you learn the most important one, Mendelian inheritance. Okay. Inheritance. This one you learn in SPM. Okay. So similar, what you learn in SPM, you just copy and paste to STPM. Same, but then you need to prove the ratio of Mendelian inheritance using chi-square test. This is the mathematical question. Actually, originally is in MAT Sem 3. MAT Sem 3 last chapter. In MAT, my generation, MAT semester 3 last chapter is this chi-square hypothesis. Chi-square test lah, hypothesis. But now, in new syllabus, MAT Sem 3, they already cancel this chapter. Chi-square hypothesis, they already cancel, but they transfer it to biology. So, in biology, in this semester, there are many mathematical questions. I already mentioned, right? Chapter 16 already got 1 mathematical question. This chapter got 1 chi-square test. So, you need to use this chi-square test to prove the Mendelian inheritance. You still remember about the Mendelian inheritance? You have dihybrid and also dihybrid inheritance and also monohybrid inheritance, right? Law of aggregation, law of independent assortment. These 2 laws. If you still remember, law of aggregation and law of independent assortment, and you know that law of aggregation, the ratio is 3:1, and then law of independent assortment is 9:3:1. You need to prove how to get this ratio. From that calculation. Not just like the schematic diagram you draw in SPM. Yeah, of course you need to know how to draw it, but in STPM you add up how to prove it this 9-1 and not 9-1, 3-1 and also 9-3-1. Prove it using this mathematical question. And also the cross type. That's cross, hybrid cross, all that. Okay. Next is new things. Okay. So in SPM you only learn about Mendelian inheritance. So what you learn in Mendelian inheritance is that dominant. You revise again the terms that I use here. Dominant, recessive, phenotype, genotype, all that. You still remember or not? You already forget it. Then better you revise back from the SPM level. So dominant and recessive. In Mendelian, dominant characteristic the organism will only show the dominant characteristic. And there are only, in Mendelian, there are one gene only have two alleles control the trait. Control the trait. Only. Like like tallness of the plants, of the bee plant. Either is tall or short. If the plant containing the gene is the dominant gene, which is a tall plant, then even though it is a hybrid gene that containing one is dominant, one is recessive, but the plant is still show the tall phenotype. Meaning like that, you still remember, like what? This one, tall and dominant and also recessive. If the bee plant show this kind of the genotype, they also considered as tall. The plant will show tall characteristic. Like this is Mendelian one, because Mendelian say that in the monohybrid inheritance, they say that the law say that the dominant characteristic, dominant genotype will suppress the recessive trait. This is what Mendel said. But in the real world, not all organisms follow this. Mendel say it's not saying it's wrong. True in bee plant, but not all the organisms show this kind of the characteristic. So there are the characteristics. So for example, Mendel say that one gene only containing two alleles. Is it true? No. There are also some of the gene containing three alleles. And also they say that one gene containing one characteristic. No, there are also many gene control one characteristic. So not say that. So in future world, after Mendelian proved the result like that, in future world there are many scientists who found that actually inheritance not totally follow the Mendel. There are also the special case we call as non-Mendelian. It is also based on the schematic diagram, based on the vision from the Mendel, and then they modified it. They found this kind of result. Incomplete dominance. Co-dominant. Incomplete dominance is that there are not only show that there are only two phenotypes, but there are three phenotypes. Meaning that if the both allele is dominant, they have the one phenotype, and both allele is recessive, they show another phenotype. And if like that, the hybrid one, they will show another phenotype. So that this hybrid, they will still show dominant. No. So in this incomplete dominant, there will no such thing is the dominant or recessive. No. We only can classify the allele is dominant and recessive. Cannot say that this allele is dominant, this allele is recessive. No. In this case, there are no dominant allele, there are no recessive allele. Both of allele are at the same one. Okay, another one co-dominant. Okay, so co-dominant is that there are the allele, both of the allele are dominant, like AB, blood AB. When we say blood AB, you will still remember that you learned in SPM about the ABO blood group. Blood A and B are dominant. But usually maybe some of you at that time confused. Why like that? Why A and B are dominant? But in Mendelian say only one is dominant. But usually you do Mendelian, you only found that one is dominant. But in ABO group, both of them are dominant. But you don't know reason. So actually the reason is they are not follow Mendel. standard formal allele. They are non-mandatory inheritance. So this is what we say a co-dominant. There are two alleles are dominant. Dominant and also multiple alleles. Like ABO birth group is a multiple alleles. ABO birth group is an example of co-dominant and also multiple allele. Why? Because it not only containing two alleles, they containing three different alleles. Even though the one gene also still containing two alleles, but they are the extra allele can be choose. Because in Mendel there are only two alleles, either dominant or recessive. That's all. There are no the other third allele is dominant, no. But in multiple allele they have another allele one can be inserted in the gene. And another one is letter gene. This one is not the same as dominant and recessive. There are the one gene that they show this gene, they will die. They will die. They found that some of the organisms, if they are the gene like this, they will die. They cannot survive. And polygene is that the organism the characteristic of the organism is controlled by many genes. In Mendelian, they say that only one gene control one characteristic. But these polygene, no. There are many genes control one characteristic. Like human, the tallness of the human actually is controlled by 4 to 5 genes. 4 to 5 genes. Not like the people only controlled by 1 genes. Okay, another one is link gene, sex link gene. So these two actually are similar, just that link gene is involved in the not involved in the sex chromosome lah. Autosome body is involved in autosome chromosome. Sex link gene is involved in sex chromosome. Okay, So what are these? This is the in the one gene there are two allele, two allele involved in at one gene. Two different characteristics controlled by one gene. Something like that. And another one, epitasis and p-degree analysis. So epitasis is that if they are the gene occur at there, they will directly change another type of phenotype. So meaning that they are still dominant and recessive. But if they are the gene, they are the gene show that example we have A, B, C, A, B, and C. And capital A is dominant, small a is recessive, similar to B and C. But if let's say they are the if they are the CCs, capital C in the gene, they will directly change the phenotype. For example, if they are the capital A, for example, they maybe go show 3 color, brown color, white color, black color, and black color. So in normal situation, dominant is black color, recessive is white color. But if the gene containing CC, capital CC, whatever dominant and recessive, if they are the CC capital letter at there in the gene, so it will directly change to brown color. Whatever A and B is capital A or small a or capital B or small b. If they are the both are capital CC, then they are show brown color. So I think it's very complicated, but never mind. Later you will dig it. I hope my explanation is understanding. And p-degree analysis is just want to find the disease, the family chart to find that this disease is sex-linked disease or not, or this is the normal inherited disease. So normally this one is to find the carrier, and also the find the carrier and also determine whether this disease is a linked sex disease or not. If they are the sex disease, they will have the certain situation. Okay, next is genetic mapping. Genetic mapping. So what you need to learn is that, genetic mapping, what you learn is that link gene crossing over. So this one will conclude to the link gene here. Link gene. You will relate to this. So normally your school teacher will directly explain about this link gene crossing over, because link gene is gene that containing 2 characteristics. This is containing 2 characteristics at one gene, but it is different from the dihybrid inheritance that proposed by the Mendel. I don't want to explain much. There are the differences. You need to find the differences between this link gene and also dihybrid inheritance, because the ratio provided are different. And also I forget to mention, for these four, you need to know about their ratio. The ratio is different for the Mendelian one. You need to know the ratio, because normally in examination they will compare. They will compare you. They will give a situation and ask you, is this method or non-method? You need to prove that. You need to write that. So similar to genetic mapping lah. Okay. Also the distance between two locus in 4 modules. Yeah. So sometimes in this genetic mapping they will also ask you in one chromosome there are many genes, right? One chromosome there are many genes. So you need to find the location between one chromosome they containing A, B, C, D gene. So you need to find the location. You need to locate the gene at here. See, is it A, B, C, D or A, C, B, D or D, B, A, C? Like that, something like that. This one. And then this one, population genetic, is the calculation question. Another calculation question. So there are 3 chapters got calculation question. So this is another calculation question. Hardy-Weber equation. This one is to find the frequency of the dominant and recessive in one population. So there are the 2 scientists, Hardy and Weber. They provide the equation like this. So there are the equation you need to know it, and then you need to know how to calculate it lah. And also you need to know the assumption. Only the certain case, this equation can be applied. If there are the unique case, not sufficient the requirement, this equation cannot be applied. Okay, we will apply one. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 5, 6, 7. So only 7 topics. 5, 6, 7. Okay. This 5th one is the regulation of gene expression. This one. This is the relating for semester 1 chapter 2. Because as I mentioned before, semester 1 chapter 2 you learn about DNA replication and also gene expression. Actually, these 2 topics is original from this one, from this chapter. Original. That's why I forget, because 5 and 6, 5 is DNA replication, 6 is gene expression. So I forget to put it, sorry. But actually 5, 6, 7, I just know that. Okay. So in this chapter, gene expression, so actually it include the concept from chapter 2, semester 1 chapter 2. You need to know what is gene expression. We recap again. Why? Because this one is learning about regulation of gene expression. We know that gene expression is based on the central dogma theory. According to the gene sequence from the DNA to mRNA. After the mRNA, they will translate into produce the protein, right? So this one regulation of gene expression is that how the protein want to produce a protein, because not a way, not cells, not a ways to produce protein. They are the situation. So in STPM syllabus, we only cover about the prokaryote because prokaryote is simplest one. It is simple. If eukaryote is very complicated. And eukaryote is complicated, but prokaryote is simple. So there are the lab open system. You need to know about the open system. Open system. So the example that you need to learn is about the mechanism of that open system. Either it is switch on or switch off. Switch on meaning that the gene expression is conducting. The gene expression is continuing. It switch off meaning that no gene expression. So what are the situation cause the gene expression is switching on, or what the situation is causing the gene expression switching off, that you need to know it in this topic. Okay, and then the next one is mutation. So this one not very say nothing because you already learned in SPM. Same. Gene mutation, you know, right? Gene mutation, we have 4 gene mutation, right? Insertion, deletion, reverse, and another one I will forget. Okay, and then chromosomal mutation, change in chromosome structure, duplication, deletion, translocation, insertion, all that lah. And also you can change in chromosome number. Aneuploidy and also polyploidy. There are 2 types, aneuploidy and polyploidy. Maybe you not heard about it. Aneuploidy, one of the example, Down syndrome. Right, you learn about that, right? Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, XO syndrome, XXY syndrome, all that. Yeah, these. And also, there are the new things that you need to know is non-disjunction imbalances. Because these, when you want to see about the chromosomal mutation change in chromosome number, the major factor is due to this non-disjunction imbalances. So it causes this, the factor. Because this in old syllabus at my time, we not learn. because this one actually you already learn in SPM. So at my time, SPM not including it, but now SPM include it. So totally this chapter totally we kept what you learn in SPM, but just that you need to know the example. In SPM maybe you not learn about the example, but in STPM you need to learn, especially in gene mutation. They have the example you need to learn. Okay. The final one, actually this chapter, recombinant DNA technology in SPM, if not mistaken, is genetic engineering. Actually this chapter, before that is actually considered as one chapter. Actually it's considered as one chapter at my time. But now SPM combined to it in this chapter. So yeah. So actually genetic engineering. So actually similar what you learn lah. Recombinant DNA technology, genetic. So you need to learn what is genetic engineering, the process in the genetic engineering. But there are the new things to you guys. Polymerase chain reaction, PCR. This term you during COVID-19 test, you familiar with it, right? Do PCR. You don't know apa itu PCR. You don't know that PCR is do a COVID-19 test. No, you don't want to say that PCR is do a COVID-19 test. You say like that, you will be laugh. For me, it's laughing lah, because I know what is PCR lah. So PCR actually is one of the genetic technique for the to determine the gene sequence or amplification of the gene lah. Okay, so it is a process you need to know. And also genetic engineering, you need to use the insulin as the example. The production of the insulin using the genetic engineering as the example to say that. So actually you are very lucky, because previously we have another new chapter we call as biotechnology. But now new syllabus they already cut down. I actually very weird lah, very disappointed that SPM cut out this chapter, biotechnology, because this chapter actually is very useful for you guys if you are wish to entering biotechnology field. If you know learn this chapter, you will know actually biotechnology can do many things, but they already cut down. So yeah, one of my disappointment of SPM decision about this lah. Okay, next is last chapter, selection and speciation. Okay, so there's two topics lah. So there are only two main big topics, selection and speciation. Okay, so selection, first you need to learn about variation. So what is variation? This one is that you already learned in SPM. So the variation will cause selection and speciation. So next one is that you need to learn about the selection based on the Darwin's and Wallace theory. So this is the two scientists that contribute the theory about the selection. So that is history you need to know. And then there are the natural selection you need to know. There are three main types of natural selection: stabilizing, directional, and disruptive selection. So these three are the graph. They have the graph to show the selection. So what is meant by selection? Normally is the organism, and they stay at the certain situation, and they will select the characteristic that favor that kind of environment. Well, and this process maybe require very long time, like moth, like a butterfly one, moth, the black color one. So if black color one, so normally we see is black color. Actually, they are white color one. White color moth one. So actually, this organism is actually originated from the one species. But then, if the organism originally is white color, if the moth survive at the black condition, if they are white color, they are very easily to be seen and easily to be killed by the predator. So if you want to minimize the killing from the predator, so they need to select the color that favor to that kind of black environment. So they need to change the color become black. So this is a process we call as selection. So you need to select the characteristic that favor to that kind of environment. Okay. So there are the three main types, and also the sexual selection. Sexual selection, peacock. Sexual selection is that we only select the male and female lah. But male suka apa? Lelaki male only like the beautiful girl, and then girl only like the handsome man, like that lah, something like that. Sexual selection. And then we also have polymorphism. Polymorphism, this is according to the gene one, and then importance of artificial selection. So all of this is about the natural selection, and then we also have artificial selection, meaning that this is the what we human make one. Human choose the characteristic that we want. Natural is based on natural. Based on natural that favor that kind of environment. This one artificial selection is that we want that. Like the tomato, we want the tomato is very big. In natural it's very small, right? Very small. Now we want to become it very big and more juicy, and more shiny. The red color is more shiny, like that, something like that. So of course, then you need to, based on the artificial selection, is based on the pure breeding, outbreeding, inbreeding, and selective breeding lah. What you want to do, what do you want to do lah? Either is through a pure breeding, outbreeding, inbreeding, or selective breeding. Okay, so this is all about the selection. Next, we go to speciation. So speciation is formation of the species. You want to form species because every species they have the ancestor. Like human ancestor normally we know is like the orangutan, right? The ancestor of the human we normally we say as is orangutan or monkey, like that, something like that lah. But actually it is not say that it's wrong, but actually there are the scientific proof lah. If you're interesting, you can Google search. But speciation is the formation of the species, how the species is formed. You don't want to be confused about these two. Selection is just to select the characteristic that is favorable to the environment. But speciation is that the species is totally different, and they cannot breed each other naturally. Naturally. Meaning that like A insect and B insect, although they look same together, but they cannot breed to each other. Due to several reasons, due to the speciation. So there are two main types of speciation we call as sympatric speciation and also allopatric speciation. So you need to know what are these two process. These are the two main process of the speciation. How they form, what are their differences, like that lah. Okay, next is reproductive isolation. So when they are the speciation, how they can prove that this is the species. Because if you still remember the concept of the species that you learned in first chapter, you learn that species it cannot interbreed to different species. Species can be interbreed to each other naturally. If there are different species, they cannot interbreed. So there are the reproductive isolation. They cannot interbreed to each other, or even though they interbreed to each other, the children they produce is infertilized. The children cannot produce another children. Macam tak ada nenek moyang lah, tak ada nenek moyang dia lah, cucu dia. Okay, grandchildren lah. Also genetic drift and hybrid genetic drift. So genetic drift is the also one of the speciation process due to the genetic sequence, the genetic flow. This one will be related to the Hardy-Weber equilibrium. So starting this speciation, there are many related. Genetic drift is relating to the Hardy-Weber equilibrium. You need to alert it lah. And hybridization, this hybridization is relating to the sympatric speciation and also relate to the mutation. Polyploidy, one type of the mutation, polyploidy. And another one, adaptive variation. So these are all about the speciation. So this chapter is totally new to you. You never learned it before in SPM, so it's quite hard lah. I can say it's quite hard. So in general, so that's all for the explanation about the semester 3. So in conclusion, this semester, I can say it's the hardest semester. Because why is hard? First, boring. Because most of you guys, I know in SPM level, ecology part, biodiversity part, you not focus. Memang not focus. I know it. I know because I am a person at that time. No, boring. You don't like it. Most of you don't like. And another thing is many things to memorize. I know it's very many things to memorize. Because you don't like it, you will feel that there are many things. And then the third one is many things you never learn in SPM. Many. Almost 80%, 90% you never learn it in SPM. Not like semester 1, semester 2, they are the many basic that you learn in SPM lah. But semester 3, 90% of the content you never learn it. Like this chapter? No, nothing. You only learn about variation, but how variation cause selection variation you don't know. And then, and then another chapter. And this chapter you totally don't learn. You only learn about mutation. This one you so I think in SPM you don't learn general only right. And this all don't learn. And then you only learn about middling. And this one you don't learn. And then what? Ecology, okay, confirm not learn. You only learn about nitrogen cycle and also this. And other, no. And about this, confirmly no. Confirmly no. No at all. So yeah. So whatever it is, if you want to score it well, you need to start to take effort to like it lah. I cannot say anything. Although this semester only containing 4 chapters, but mostly thing is you don't like. Tak suka. So whatever you want to score it, you should read well lah. So I think that's all about the series of the STPM Biology. So thank you guys for watching 4 videos, all 4 videos. Introduction, Sem 1, Sem 2, and Sem 3 lah. So whatever it is, so good luck for your examination, and for those who have repeat Sem 1 or Sem 2, good luck, take more effort, because Sem 3 you have no repeat, right? You have no repeat from Sem 3, so you need to take very highly effort about that. So this is the last semester, last chance to you guys. So take effort, score as well as possible, and we will maybe see you in university or in future like that. So that's all for this video, and thanks for your watching and support. Bye.